자, 여러분, 이제 시작합니다. 시점을 일단 변경해 볼게요. 오, 이렇게 변경하면 되겠네요. 시점을 변경하겠습니다. 아, 이렇게 하면 안 되겠다. 저는 시점 1이 맞고요. 아, 시점 2. 아니다, 시점 1. 제가 이렇게 할게요. 박수. 이렇게 해서 지금 파울이 됐고요. 스트라이크 2입니다. 마운드는 김도현 선수. 스트라이크 아웃입니다. 진짜 아슬아슬한 승부였어요. 자, 밖으로 뺄 거예요. 빠집니다. 와, 아주 높은 볼에 스윙이 됐습니다. 2루 지금은 안타를 때렸는데요. 타자의 컨택이 굉장히 좋았지요. 참, 제가 3-2 풀카운트를 만들어 보겠습니다. 볼이죠. 자, 여러분, 3-2 풀카운트가 나오면 타자들도 긴장하죠. 나성범 제발 잡아라. 2루. 아, 성공 못하네. 자, 제가 3-2 풀카운트를 만들려고 하고 있습니다. 일단은 너무 빨게요. 잠깐만. 예, 타자들이 잘 속네요. 이따가 뺄게요. 스파이크 피칭을 넣었어요. 밑으로 내립시다. 오케이, 좋습니다. 풀카운트를 가야 할 것 같아요. 스트라이크 됐고요. 다 빼줄게. 볼이죠? 또 볼 넣을 거예요. 스위트 풀카운트에서 아웃 시켜줄게. 홈송구. 아, 잠깐만, 이게 만루가 는데 뭐라고 만루예요? 투아웃이구나. 야, 스트라이크 넣어야 되는 곧 있으면 스트레이트 풀카운트였는데 아쉽죠. 스트라이크. 지금 상황을 잘 이겨냅니다. 자, 타석에는 5번 타자 위즈덤 선수입니다. 와, 실투인데 플라이 아웃이 되겠네요. 아웃이죠. 실투가 됐는데 살리려고 슬라이더네요. 안 보고 있잖아요. 3구 맞겠습니다. 2루타.
And somehow your mind clears so you can do what you need to do. Ben closed his eyes now. It was hard to feel his hands. His chest felt as if it was wrapped tight in rubber bands. But he kept thinking of Dad's words. Breathe. 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 And suddenly his mind stopped swelling. His body relaxed. And then, almost uncomfortably, Ben grabbed Harry. He dragged him back toward the bed, which had strong
5번 타자
legs.
김도영
And he
아니네.
pushed Harry underneath and then
지금
trampled him
뜬금이다,
back.
야.
Wait! Harry screamed. Yeah! The cat was in the middle of the room, frozen in shock.
벤더스의
Harry tried to crawl
자,
out,
여러분,
but Ben gripped onto his ankle, pulling Harry back
환경
in.
설정해서 그래픽 들어가면
Harry screamed at Ben.
빅헤드 모드.
Ben slid out from under the bed and crawled on his elbows after Meow.
웃기죠?
He caught her by the tail. She howled and scratched at him,
모두 안
but he
할게요.
managed to pull her back so that Harry could grab her. Ben had barely made it under the bed when the room seemed to explode, and the ceiling came crashing down.
일단 죽여주게요.
Chapter 6. Finally, the shaking stopped. It was pitch dark.
이제
Except for Harry's soft cries, everything was completely silent. Ben? Harry said, his voice barely a whimper.
바로 타고 아우.
We're okay, Ben said.
아우.
And somehow they were. As the dust settled, Ben could see wreckage all over the floor. Broken roof tiles, huge chunks of wood and plaster. The bed had protected them.
찬호
The
일로
panic started to creep back. Cold hands
좋습니다.
climbing up Ben's spine. His mind began to swirl with questions.
성한
Where were Mom and
멘토스
Otisano?
위하여
What had happened to the rest of the house?
시원하게는
He and Harry had managed to survive the shaking. But what if Mom and Otisano hadn't found a safe place? What if the earthquake started again?
성한
What if... He closed his eyes again and took a deep breath,
시원하게는
then another. His thoughts slowed down enough for Ben to remember that Mom had been trained by the Air Force, just like Dad. She knew how to take care of herself. And Ojisan had built this house himself.
드디어
He'd know
터진
where they would be safe. Harry huddled close to Ben,
병살 좀
crying hard.
만들어야겠어.
I'm scared, he
병살
sobbed.
한
Ben patted his head and tried to
살은
comfort him. But Harry was screaming now, worse than when Dr. Softer told him to put stitches.
삼중살 제
Patting him on the back wasn't
삼중살
working. Jedi Knights have to be strong, Ben said. Now that you have a sword, you have to be brave.
병살
That seemed to work. Harry gave a big sniff. He wiped his nose on his sleeve.
조금
He snuggled Nya close.
낮추니까
We have to be brave, Nya.
잠깐만 이거 좀 빼줘야겠다.
A moment later, there were footsteps. Ben! Harry!
해주면
Mom! Harry shrieked. Boys, are you hurt? She called, her voice ringing clear and strong through the dust. We're okay! Ben shouted, trying to sound braver than he felt.
풀스윙
We're under the bed!
참
Still where you
아
are.
잠깐만
Ojisan
이걸
called. There were
골라내네.
ghouls there too. It seemed like forever before Mom and Ojisan were able to clear a path through the
아
wreckage.
이러면 안
But
된다
soon
이러면
they
안
were in the
된다.
bedroom. And there was Mom, on her knees, peering under the bed at Ben and Harry. Her face was streaked with dirt and sweat, but her eyes were filled with relief. You can come out
스웨이트
now.
풀 카운트 가자.
Ben pushed Harry into Mom's arms, and Ben climbed down after him. Mom wrapped her arms around both of them. Lately, Ben had pulled away from Mom's hugs. Not now.
김석환
He could hear Mom's heart pounding through the thick sweater.
최강기야의
Nya crawled out
김석환
and buried her head in Harry's leg. That was very smart to hide under the bed,
아우
Mom said, letting the boys go so she could look at them. Ben took us there, Harry said, picking up Nya again. Mom looked at Ben. She reached out and touched his cheek, and he felt a flush of unexpected pride. But there was no time to talk. Mom found Harry's shoes and helped him put them on. Come, Ojisan said.